Australian culture, religion. 35 of the population of Australia Protestants, while 25 are Roman Catholic, and the rest are smaller minorities of all other major religions. Social conventions in Australia are largely informal. Atmosphere prevails. Shaking hands at the customary greeting, casual wear is worn everywhere except in the most exclusive restaurants, social gathering, and important business meeting. Most restaurants forbid smoking. And so, what about language in Australia? The official language is English. Many other languages are retained by minorities, including Italian, German, Greek, Vietnamese, Chinese dialect, and Aboriginal. Australia has a large number of traditions. So, for example, Sorry Day, Meeting Day, Thanks Day, and one of the main traditions is to celebrate Australia Day. And so, what about Australia Day? Australia Day is one of the biggest national celebrations observed in our country. Many people celebrate the day in different ways and for different reasons, while some don't celebrate it at all. So, why is Australia Day so significant, and what does it actually commemorate? To understand Australia Day, we need to go back in history and look at what happened in the year 1770 when Captain James Cook and his crew landed at Botany Bay in Australia after sailing from their home in Great Britain. After arriving, Captain Cook sailed the east coast of Australia and drew the first map of New South Wales to take home to Britain. This would pave the way for further British interest in the country we know today. 18 years later, in 1788, Captain Arthur Phillip and his crew, who were on board the first fleet, sailed into Port Jackson. The fleet was made up of 11 ships who traveled from Britain to Australia to start a new British colony. On 26th of January, Captain Arthur Phillip raised the flag of Great Britain at Sydney Cove, making the beginning of Australia's first British colony. That is why Australia Day occurs on this date every year, and people celebrate it because it marked the beginning of modern Australia. However, before Captain Cook or Captain Phillip set foot in Australia, a thriving indigenous population had already occupied the land for more than 60,000 years. Despite this, first fleet took possession of the land and declared it property of Britain. This is why many consider celebrating Australia Day on the 26th of January distasteful. Also, that they created a new home and country for many people. It also means the invasion and mistreatment of indigenous people already living in Australia. Rather than a celebration, Australia Day is seen as a day of mourning for the loss of land, language, culture, and family that indigenous Australians have suffered, and which is still felt today. Because of this, many people refer to this day of Invasion Day, Day of Mourning, or Survival Day. Over time, the reason for celebrating Australia Day has changed. Now, Australia Day is often seen as a celebration of the many great things that make up of our country: unique landscapes, cultural diversity, shared traditions, and our friendships and families. It's also seen as a day to commemorate our rich indigenous culture. What does Australia Day mean to you?